a show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. Kathy Richards here. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this special edition of The Big Story. I'm outdoors and you see flags flying high. That means I'm at the place of celebration. It's Easter Festival 2024 in the beautiful island of Virgin Gorda. And this year, as always, we are going to be on the ground. But before we get to the weekend that is coming up, I want you to hear what's going to be happening here. And I'll go over to Rashawn. He's going to tell us about that. After we would have spoken with Rashawn, you will hear from the man of the moment, the one who is being honored this year for the festival, Mr. Rupert Vanterpool. Many of us call him Bucks. Stay in stake. You can see the stage is already set, booths are being prepared, and it's going to be festive. So let's go over and hear from Rashawn and Mr. Vanterpool. All right, Rashawn, you have been the voice for this committee right through it. We made so many attempts to get everyone else, but we couldn't. But you're doing such an amazing job. It speaks to the ability and the talent of young people here in Virgin Gorda for this instance, because we got them right through the territory, right? Give us a little background to Village moving to this location this year.
Okay, so I can speak on how it all started. So in January, a few of us were approached about forming a committee for the Easter Festival. And since the first meeting, it's been signed, it's been sealed, and every single body that we started with, wanted to put something in to make Virgin Gorda better. So it started like that. Off the bat, they let us know that we will not be using the recreational grounds, and we'll have to, they're in conversation with the Virgin Gorda Yacht Harbor to have the festival here. So a few weeks passed and they confirmed it for us. Was it nothing too hectic? It wasn't a hard process, but we're so thankful that they allowed us to use this place. It's a huge, huge, huge piece of land. I'm not gonna lie, it's bigger than the normal than the recreational ground. So we have a lot to play with. We have basically the opportunity to make it what we want. So that's exactly what we did here. When you come, we're opening on Monday. Booths are allowed to open on Monday, and from
Monday
there
is the
25th of March.
okay.
Yeah, and from there they will be able to sell food, drink, whatever you want. The vibes are there. So when you're working on Virgin Gorda, come over here for lunch. Support the booth owners because they really put a lot of work in. They're still working in the background, and we are so proud of them. We have about 14 booths. Some are from Tortola. So make sure you guys come out and really show them some love.
Yeah. When this idea came out, when the announcement came out that look, okay, everything's sealed, that we are moving to this location, how was the buy-in by the community to this?
When we first put out the line of events, the location was there, Virgin Gorda Yacht Harbor. So a few questions popped up, but not too much of a bad talk about it because they previously had the New Year's party here too, but it was over by the boatyard side. And here it's where they used to place the boats during hurricane season. So not too much of a bad reaction, but they were eager to see how we're gonna make it happen. And we did.
Okay. This new location gives you the opportunity to have more booths, or are we working with around the same numbers that we would have had in years past?
Well, the years past, I remember there being about, like, I say, about 5 booths. Yeah. So now 14, we really pick things up. And, you know, being younger, that's how I remember Virgin Gorda Easter Festival used to be. I remember all the booths being lined up. I remember the Coney Island. I remember the big stage. All these things are what made Virgin Gorda Easter Festival special. So it kind of feels like we're bringing that back and we're making it our own thing. And it's going to get better each year.
Tell me about the Coney Island aspect of it. Are we going to be having that for the kids this year?
Due to time and preparation that we had to put in, we won't be having Coney Island this year, but there is potential to have it next year. This year, for the kids, there are concession stands, there are bouncy houses, there's a bull ride, there's a good amount of activities that will keep the kids busy.
Oh, okay. And stage, I see the stage is already set. So we're on the mark. We already counted, get set, and we're saying go.
Yeah, we're saying go. It's time to go. Last night, they held a Virgin Gorda Got Talent show here, and I heard good reviews about it. It was really nice, and the attendance was really good from our locals. But yes, the stage is building, and it's getting bigger each day, and can't wait to see till the roof is on and we're good. Music is bouncing, all the vibes are there. Can't wait for it.
Okay. For those of us who would not have, those who have not, because I remember it clearly, run the lineup for us again.
On Saturday night, that's the opening night, we have the Glow and Fet Soca night. So expect soca, expect fun, expect colors. We have headlining Nadia Batson. We have lyrical Teddyson John, Vaughn, Pure Mass Band from Virgin Gorda, DJ Eternal Vibes, and our host for the night is Giselle the Wasiwan. On Sunday, we have Harmony in White Night, and on that night you can expect Overdrive from Tortola, Problem Child, Christopher Martin, our headliner, Grandmasters, Carnage from St. Thomas, DJ Push Pop, which is our host for the night, Sister Joyce, and DJ Selecta Taz. And then on Monday night, which is for the Love of Music night, that's the free night after the parade, we have DJ Mac Millie, who's the DJ for that night. We have Too Smooth Band, we have It's a Secret Band, we have Vibe from Tortola, and we have Signal Band from Dominica. So
Well, and there's something on the beach, right?
there is something happening on the beach on Saturday and Sunday. There's the Wet Fete. That's a usual Easter Festival tradition. Might not be held by the Easter Festival Committee, but people in Virgin Gorda are the ones that are pushing this. So make sure you guys come out and support that. It's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, the 30th and 31st. Also on Sunday, the Lions Club is hosting the Easter egg hunt for the kids. And the car show is on Saturday. The cultural food fair is on Saturday. And the Easter hat parade is on Sunday as well.
We cannot finish this conversation without talking about some Juve.
Yeah.
Rise and Shine. Which one Virgin Gorda calls it? Rise and Shine
Virgin Gorda calls it the Rise and Shine Tramp. So that's what we have. Right after the Sunday Night Village, we go into 4 a.m. Juve starts. We still call it Juve, but Rise and Shine Tramp starts at 4 a.m. We're trying our best to make sure things are on time this year, but it is our first year doing all of this as we're a new committee, and we actually look forward to seeing how it plays. On the road for Juve, we have Grandmasters. Yes, so there is also a Juve troop being behind of the main truck, as well as some Grenadians I've heard. Some jab.
A parade.
Parade. Easter Monday parade. We can expect troops from St. Thomas. We can expect troops from Tortola. We can expect troops from Virgin Gorda. People have supported this parade, and we're so excited to see it play out. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great information. And we know that this year is going to be a bomb. All right. Mr. Vanterpool, I take it as an honor and a pleasure to be talking with you today. I'll make a confession first, though. It's not until I think it was last week when I learned that Mr. Vanterpool is actually Mr. Box. And so it's a pleasure to be here in the now village at Yacht Harbor, where you are being named, where you have been named the honoree this year. So I want you to tell me when you heard that news, what went through your mind and what did you say?
Yeah, when the girls call me up and say, you are honorary for this, I say, no, I don't want to be a part of this. She said, no, well, let me tell you, the majority rules. The majority decide you are the one they want, so you don't have a choice. So I said, well, if that's the case, then I'll have to go along with it. So that's what happened when they first mentioned it to me. And then the radio station called me and they said, well, welcome, could you come and do an interview with us? And I said, for what? They say, well, you're the honoree and we need to have a conversation with you. So I said, at a later date, not at this moment, because I'm overjoyed right now. I can't really speak, so that's the way that went.
Okay. And as the days and the weeks sink in, and you get to the more realization, and then you see village being set up, and your pictures are in places on big billboards. Did the reality of it really sit in that time?
It really did. What happened, most people start to call me up and say, Buck, I see a picture on the corner. And I say, which corner? I didn't see it yet. So they say, when you go into the dark, come down, you go see your picture. And you keep looking at me everywhere I turn. So I came down and looked at it and I said, wow, look look what I have achieved, over the years. Because, something like this never happened to me before. But it really set in after some time. Then I realized, what it meant, what the people think about me, what the festival committee think about me. They wanted to honor me. I had no other choice but just to go along with it, And as they decorated the place and make it look so festive, it really revved me up. I was really excited. I felt so good. And then I had some of my friends, my kids overseas, they started calling, Daddy, we see what's happening to you back over there. We're coming. So that too has me really worked up.
Okay. And the other side of Mr. Rupert Vanterpool, Box, as you're commonly called over here, tell us about your involvement in this territory.
Yeah, it started as Bucks. How did it name Bucks? Most people ask me, how did you arrive at that name? And I said, well, my mother had one son, so she always said I was her little buck. She passed on, so I decided that's what I'm going to have to always have her in my memory. Whatever I do, it will be a part of her. She'll be a part of me. Okay, that's how that started. I started as a small vegetable market, just selling fruits and vegetables. And every week I go to Puerto Rico, I would bring over all the stuff. And so it worked from there. People start appreciating what I was doing, and they really come and supported me. So I continued to grow from there. So I moved from the little small market that I had. Then there was an opportunity where the supermarket was up for grabs. So I rented that space, and that's when Bucks really exploded. We went full-time supermarket, selling fruit, vegetables, you name it, we had it. It started with like five or six employees. Then I went up to 22 employees. I've grown that much. Over the years, with all the hurricanes, the pandemic has really slowed us down. I lost so much because I had more than one store, and it really pulled me down somewhat. But right now I'm on the rebound, so you'll see Bucks back to where it used to be.
Awesome. I know as a businessman, you contribute a lot to your community's growth. What are some of the things that you're so proud of to know that you would have played that great role to make your Virgin Gorda what it is today?
Well, like I said, people accept me. When they have a problem, they would come and say, "Well, Buck, X, Y, Z." I would financially, I help so many people. I make sure there's always food around if somebody needs something, even if they don't have the money. I would allow them to have it in my business. When there's activities, I support it. Festival committees, you name it. It was always Buck. It was always Buck. And then somebody would say, "But there are other people there."
I love the humor side of you. What is the one wish you have for the Virgin Gorda?
I would love to see more of my people, Virgin Guardians, take more interest into what's happening in the country. I find they're too laid back. They let things happen and then they fuss about it. I want to see, and especially the younger people, I want them to be entrepreneurs like I did. There's so much opportunities here that they can have, that they can start off. You don't have to start off big. You start off small. I did that. And then you raise to the level as time goes on, because nothing really starts big. It always starts small. I would love to see that happening. I would love to see take more interest in what's happening in the country and have a voice, because it seems to me the people here don't like to speak up. They wait until somebody else says something. But we need to have the people here express themselves, even within the government. Say what you want, say what you'd like to have. I want to see this a nice city. Virgin Gorda is a beautiful place. It is. We have all the attractions. It just means for the people to take advantage of it and really come forward with it. With all the plans. There's so much thing can happen. There's so much.
Bucks, I'll take the privilege of calling you Mr. Bucks. Thank you for sharing your heart with us. We at JTV Jahphix want to congratulate you on being honored in this way, and we know that it has even put more feathers in your hat now to do even more and to be more for this territory.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I'm kind of shy a little bit, I think. I really appreciate you taking time to come over and interview me, especially here in this beautiful place, this new setting that we have, which I suppose when it's all finished, is going to be one of the better villages we have. Even in Tortola, going to have to come over and take a good look at it, So.
All right, that's one of the good things as well. You're honored at a time when it's not at the usual where we're familiar with it. It's moved to a new location, and looks really good.
Yeah, and this marina, I must say thanks to them. And this marina is where I started. This is where Buck started, and I was over in the shopping area. And to be the honoree and the village opening, first time you're here in this location, it speaks wonders for me. So, that's how it is.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Well, there you have it. The Virgin Gorda Easter Festival is on this year, bigger and better. We see at the helm of things, taking charge of the PR, a young man, Rashawn, and we're so happy to see such great things happening here on a Virgin Gorda. So if you haven't had time to plan your weekend yet, you have all the details you need to know now to make sure that you grab a room or two and be over here on Virgin Gorda. I'm Kathy Richards. Thank you so much for joining us for this special edition of The Big Story.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.